carousel turns slowly in the morning, red and gold the way it always was. You used to wave at me from the painted horses, and I would wave back just because. Now I sit upon the same green bench and watch the children waving in your place. The carousel does not remember either of us, but somehow keeps the shape of your face. The carousel in the Tuileries, red and slow, turning the way the old things always go. I never knew that watching could feel tender, until the carousel gave back what I remember. The horses lift and fall the way they always did, and for a moment I am sitting where you sat. Even the music from the carousel sounds softer than I thought that it could get. If gardens have a place to keep the years, then this is where the carousel was kept. Your wave, my wave, the painted horses turning, the June light on the bench where we once sat. The carousel turns slowly in the morning, and somewhere in the turning you remain, red and gold and going nowhere quickly, just like the love that never needs to explain. The roses along the alley in June are the same deep pink they always were. You used to stop at every other bush, and I would wait because that was you. I walk the alley slower now than then, but the roses do not seem to mind at all. They open at their own unhurried pace, the way that you would stop to let me catch up. Roses along the alley, pink and slow, where the June light makes the whole path glow. I never knew that flowers could hold a person, until the roses gave me back your worsen. You stopped at every bush, and I would wait. And now I stop at every bush for you. The roses do not know they are remembering, but somehow every June they always do. If love has a garden path to walk, then let this alley be the one we choose. The roses opening at their own pace, the waiting that I never learned to lose. The roses along the alley in June will open again the way they always do. And every June that finds me on this path is a June that quietly carries you. The fountain at midday sends its water up and over in the same slow arc. You used to say the sound of it was sleep, even in the brightest part of the day. I sit beside it now in the same warm hour, and close my eyes the way you taught me to. The water does not ask why I am alone. It only does what fountains always do. The fountain at midday, soft and slow, where the water falls the way it always does flow. I never knew that sound could feel like resting, until the fountain gave me what I'm missing. You said the water was the sound of sleep, and I believed you then and still believe. The fountain at midday in the Tuileries is the closest thing to peace that I receive. If rest has a sound that never ends, then let it be the fountain falling slow, the water rising up and coming home again, the way that you would always let me know. The fountain at midday sends its water up and over in the same slow arc. And somewhere in the falling and the rising is every afternoon we spent in the park. The green chairs of the Tuileries are scattered wherever the sun happens to fall. You always chose the one beneath the chestnut and turned it slightly so we faced it all. I find that chair most afternoons now and turn it just the way you always did. The sun still finds it underneath the chestnut, the way it always has, the way it did. A green chair facing the sun, slow and warm, where the afternoon forgets its hurried form. I never knew a chair could hold a habit until this green one kept the way you sat in it. You turned it toward the light without a word, and I have turned it that way ever since. The green chair facing the sun in the Tuileries is the closest thing to you that still exists. If habits have a chair where they remain, then let this green one be the one that's kept. The turning toward the sun, the chestnut shade, the afternoon that we so often spent. The green chairs of the Tuileries are scattered, and one of them still faces where you sat. The sun still finds it underneath the chestnut, and somehow that is enough. Just that. The Orangerie keeps its trees in June, the way it always has since it was built. You love the smell of orange blossom inside, even though no orange ever spilled. I walk among the orange trees alone now, and breathe the way you taught me how to breathe. Slowly fully, like the smell was something that could hold a person if they let it be. The Orangerie in June, warm and still, where the orange blossom does what blossoms will. I never knew a smell could carry someone until the Orangerie gave me everything. You breathed it in and held my hand at the same time, and I have kept that breathing ever since. The Orangerie in June in the Tuileries is the closest thing to you that still persists. If scent has a place where it remains, then let it be the orange trees in June. The breathing in, the holding of a hand, the afternoon that ended much too soon. The Orangerie keeps its trees in June, the way it always has since it was built. And somewhere in the orange blossom air is everything that love has ever felt. The children sail their boats upon the pond, with long wooden sticks to push them along. You said that we should buy one just to try it, and laughed when mine went drifting wrong. I watch the children now and do not need a boat of my own to feel the afternoon. The pond still holds the sky the way it always has, and somewhere in the water I see you. Children sailing boats upon the pond, slow and bright, where the afternoon does everything just right. I never knew that watching could be enough, until the pond gave back what I was missing. You laughed when my boat drifted toward the edge, and I have kept that laughing ever since. The pond in the Tuileries on a June afternoon is the closest thing to you that still exists. If laughter has a pond where it remains, then let this one reflect it back to me. The small boats drifting, children's voices calling, the afternoon when we were briefly free. The children sail their boats upon the pond, with long wooden sticks to push them along. And somewhere in the water and the laughing is every afternoon that we belong. The long walk from the garden to the Louvre takes longer now than it ever did. You used to walk ahead and then turn back and wait for me the way you always did. I walk it slowly now and do not mind the length of it or how long it takes. The pale stone of the Louvre still waits at the end, the way it always has, the way it stays. The long walk to the Louvre, slow and sure, where the gravel path and the pale stone endure. I never knew that walking could feel like waiting, until this path gave back what I was missing. You walked ahead and turned to wait for me, and I have walked this slowly ever since. The long walk to the Louvre in the Tuileries is the closest thing to you that still exists. If patience has a path where it remains, then let this gravel walk be where it's kept. The turning back, the waiting up ahead, the afternoon that we so gently spent. The long walk from the garden to the Louvre takes longer now than it ever did. And somewhere in the slowness and the waiting is everything that loving always did. The chestnut trees in June give shade enough for an afternoon that asks for nothing more. You used to fall asleep beneath the largest, and I would watch the light move on the floor. I sit beneath that chestnut tree most afternoons and let the light do what it always did. It moves across the gravel just as slowly, the way it moved when you were sleeping near. An afternoon under the chestnut trees, warm and slow, where the June light does not hurry as it goes. I never knew that shade could hold us sleeping, until the chestnut gave me what I'm keeping. You fell asleep, and I watched the light move, and I have watched that light move ever since. An afternoon under the chestnut trees in June is the closest thing to you that still exists. If sleep has a tree where it remains, then let this chestnut be the one that's kept. Your sleeping face, the light upon the gravel, the afternoon that we so quietly spent. The chestnut trees in June give shade enough for an afternoon that asks for nothing more. And somewhere in the shade and in the light is everything that we were waiting for. There is an old man at the Carousel who comes each June and stands and watches long. He does not write it and he does not speak. He only watches like he's listening for a song. I think I understand him better now than I did when I first saw him stand that way. The carousel keeps turning for the children, and something in the turning makes him stay. The old man and the carousel, slow and known, where the watching is enough on its own. I never knew that standing still could hold a person, until I understood what he was hearing. He stands and watches like he's listening for a song, and now I stand the very same way too. The old man and the carousel in the Tuileries are closer than I ever thought they'd grow to be. If watching has a place where it belongs, then let it be beside the turning right. The old man's stillness and the children's laughing, the the afternoon that neither one denied. There is an old man at the Carousel who comes each June and stands and watches long. And now when I stand there, I understand that standing still can be its own kind of song. The evening light on the Tuileries in June turns the gravel paths to gold before it goes. You always said the evening was the kindest, because it asked for nothing as it slows. I stay until the evening finds the garden and watch the gold move slowly through the trees. The chairs are empty now except for mine, and somehow that is enough, the emptiness. Evening light on the Tuileries, gold and slow, where the day lets go of everything it knows. I never knew that evening could feel like keeping, until the garden gave me this for keeping. You said the evening asked for nothing at all, and I have understood that ever since. Evening light on the Tuileries in June is the closest thing to peace that still exists. If evenings have a garden where they rest, then let the Tuileries hold this one for me. The gold light moving slowly through the chestnut, the emptiness that finally lets me be. The evening light on the Tuileries in June turns the gravel paths to gold before it goes. And somewhere in the gold and in the going is everything that love still somehow knows. There is a letter I began here once, on a garden bench beneath the June sky. I never finished it and never needed to. The garden somehow answered why. I come back to that bench most afternoons, with nothing in my hands but the warm air. The letter does not need to be completed, because the garden already knows what's there. A letter on a garden bench, soft and true, where the unfinished says enough for two. I never knew that silence could be an answer, until this garden bench became my answer. I started something once and let it rest, and the garden kept it safer than a page. A letter on a garden bench in the Tuileries is the closest thing to you that still remains. If letters have a garden where they wait, then let this bench be where the words are kept, unfinished and unsent, and somehow whole. The afternoon when nothing needed to be said. There is a letter I began here once, on a garden bench beneath the June sky. And every June I sit here, it gets answered a little more, without me knowing why. When summer ends, here it goes quietly, the way the roses go along the alley. The carousel still turns for one more season, and the chestnut holds its shade another day. We walked here once in every kind of June, and I have kept walking after you were gone. The garden does not ask me to explain it, it only keeps the bench, the path, the song. The Tuileries keeps the summer in its paths, in every rose and every turning right. Every June that found us in this garden is a June the gravel paths still hold inside. If you need to find your summer when it's distant, when the years have carried what you can't decide, the Tuileries will keep the roses and the carousel in the place where love has never had to hide. Maybe gardens keep our summers for us, for when we need them in the gray and long. keeping the warmth inside their chestnut shadows, keeping the love inside their oldest song. The Tuileries keeps the summer in its pants, and I am part of everything it knows. Let the carousel keep turning red and gold. Let the roses keep their June and how it goes. Everything this garden keeps for summer is the love that never really had to close. The carousel turns slowly in the morning, red and gold the way it always was. You used to wave at me from the painted horses, and I would wave back just because. Now I sit upon the same green bench and watch the children waving in your place. The carousel does not remember either of us, but somehow keeps the shape of your face. The carousel in the Tuileries, red and slow, turning the way the old things always go. I never knew that watching could feel tender until the carousel gave back what I remember. The horses lift and fall the way they always did, and for a moment I am sitting where you sat. Even the music from the carousel sounds softer than I thought that it could get. If gardens have a place to keep the years, then this is where the carousel is kept. Your wave, my wave, the painted horses turning, the June light on the bench where we once sat. The carousel turns slowly in the morning, and somewhere in the turning you remain. Red and gold and going nowhere quickly, just like the love that never needs to explain. The roses along the alley in June are the same deep pink they always were. You used to stop at every other bush and I would wait, because that was you. I walk the alley slower now than then, but the roses do not seem to mind at all. They open at their own unhurried pace, the way that you would stop to let me catch up. Roses along the allée, pink and slow, where the June light makes the whole path glow. I never knew that flowers could hold a person until the roses gave me back your worsen. You stopped at every bush, and I would wait, and now I stop at every bush for you. The roses do not know they are remembering, but somehow every June they always do. If love has a garden path to walk, then let this alley be the one we choose. The roses opening at their own pace, the waiting that I never learned to lose. The roses along the alley in June will open again the way they always do. And every June that finds me on this path is a June that quietly carries you. The fountain at midday sends its water up and over in the same slow arc. You used to say the sound of it was sleep, even in the brightest part of the day. I sit beside it now in the same warm hour and close my eyes the way you taught me to. The water does not ask why I am alone. It only does what fountains always do. The fountain at midday, soft and slow, where the water falls the way it always does flow. I never knew that sound could feel like resting, until the fountain gave me what I'm missing. You said the water was the sound of sleep, and I believed you then, and still believe. The fountain at midday in the Tuileries is the closest thing to peace that I receive. If rest has a sound that never ends, then let it be the fountain falling slow, the water rising up and coming home again, the way that you would always let me know. The fountain at midday sends its water up and over in the same slow arc, and somewhere in the falling and the rising is every afternoon we spent in the park. The green chairs of the Tuileries are scattered wherever the sun happens to fall. You always chose the one beneath the chestnut and turned it slightly so we faced it all. I find that chair most afternoons now and turn it just the way you always did. The sun still finds it underneath the chestnut, the way it always has, the way it did. A green chair facing the sun, slow and warm, where the afternoon forgets its hurried form. I never knew a chair could hold a habit until this green one kept the way you sat in it. You turned it toward the light without a word, and I have turned it that way ever since. The green chair facing the sun in the Tuileries is the closest thing to you that still exists. If habits have a chair where they remain, then let this green one be the one that's kept. The turning toward the sun, the chestnut shade, the afternoon that we so often spend. The green chairs of the Tuileries are scattered, and one of them still faces where you sat. The sun still finds it underneath the chestnut, and somehow that is enough, just that. keeps its trees in June, the way it always has since it was built. You love the smell of orange blossom inside, even though no orange ever spilled. I walk among the orange trees alone now, and breathe the way you taught me how to breathe. Slowly, fully, like the smell was something that could hold a person if they let it be. The orangery in June, warm and still, where the orange blossom does what blossoms will. I never knew a smell could carry someone until the orangery gave me everything. You breathed it in and held my hand at the same time, and I have kept that breathing ever since. The orangery in June in the Tuileries is the closest thing to you that still persists. If scent has a place where it remains, then let it be the orange trees in June. The breathing in, the holding of a hand, the afternoon that ended much too soon. The orangery keeps its trees in June, the way it always has since it was built. And somewhere in the orange blossom air is everything that love has ever felt. The children sail their boats upon the pond with long wooden sticks to push them along. You said that we should buy one just to try it, and laughed when mine went drifting wrong. I watch the children now and do not need a boat of my own to feel the afternoon. The pond still holds the sky the way it always has, and somewhere in the water I see you. Children sailing boats upon the pond, slow and bright, where the afternoon does everything just right. I never knew that watching could be enough until the pond gave back what I was missing. You laughed when my boat drifted toward the edge, and I have kept that laughing ever since. The pond in the Tuileries on a June afternoon is the closest thing to you that still exists. If laughter has a pond where it remains, then let this one reflect it back to me. The small boats drifting, children's voices calling, the afternoon when we were briefly free. The children sail their boats upon the pond with long wooden sticks to push them along. And somewhere in the water and the laughing is every afternoon that we belong. The long walk from the garden to the Louvre takes longer now than it ever did. You used to walk ahead and then turn back and wait for me the way you always did. I walk it slowly now and do not mind the length of it or how long it takes. The pale stone of the Louvre still waits at the end, the way it always has, the way it stays. The long walk to the Louvre is slow and sure, where the gravel path and the pale stone endure. I never knew that walking could feel like waiting, until this path gave back what I was missing. You walked ahead and turned to wait for me, and I have walked this slowly ever since. The long walk to the Louvre in the Tuileries is the closest thing to you that still exists. If patience has a path where it remains, then let this gravel walk be where it's kept. The turning back, the waiting up ahead, the afternoon that we so gently spent. The long walk from the garden to the Louvre takes longer now than it ever did. And somewhere in the slowness and the waiting is everything that loving always did. The chestnut trees in June give shade enough for an afternoon that asks for nothing more. You used to fall asleep beneath the largest, and I would watch the light move on the floor. I sit beneath that chestnut tree most afternoons and let the light do what it always did. It moves across the gravel just as slowly, the way it moved when you were sleeping near. An afternoon under the chestnut trees, warm and slow. Where the June light does not hurry as it goes. I never knew that shade could hold us sleeping until the chestnut gave me what I'm keeping. You fell asleep and I watched the light move, and I have watched that light move ever since. An afternoon under the chestnut trees in June is the closest thing to you that still exists. If sleep has a tree where it remains, then let this chestnut be the one that's kept. Your sleeping face, the light upon the gravel, the afternoon that we so quietly spent. The chestnut trees in June give shade enough for an afternoon that asks for nothing more. And somewhere in the shade and in the light is everything that we were waiting for. There is an old man at the Carousel who comes each June and stands and watches long. He does not write it and he does not speak. He only watches like he's listening for a song. I think I understand him better now than I did when I first saw him stand that way. The carousel keeps turning for the children, and something in the turning makes him stay. The old man and the carousel, slow and known, where the watching is enough on its own. I never knew that standing still could hold a person, until I understood what he was hearing. He stands and watches like he's listening for a song. And now I stand the very same way too. The old man and the carousel in the Tuileries are closer than I ever thought they'd grow to be. If watching has a place where it belongs, then let it be beside the turning ride. The old man's stillness and the children's laughing, the afternoon that neither one denied. There is an old man at the carousel who comes each June and stands and watches long. And now when I stand there, I understand that standing still can be its own kind of song. The evening light on the Tuileries in June turns the gravel paths to gold before it goes. You always said the evening was the kindest, because it asked for nothing as it slows. I stay until the evening finds the garden and watch the gold move slowly through the trees. The chairs are empty now except for mine, and somehow that is enough, the emptiness. Evening light on the Tuileries, golden slow, where the day lets go of everything it knows. I never knew that evening could feel like keeping, until the garden gave me this for keeping. You said the evening asked for nothing at all, and I have understood that ever since. Evening light on the Tuileries in June is the closest thing to peace that still exists. If evenings have a garden where they rest, then let the Tuileries hold this one for me. The gold light moving slowly through the chestnut, the emptiness that finally lets me be. The evening light on the Tuileries in June turns the gravel paths to gold before it goes. And somewhere in the gold and in the going is everything that love still somehow knows. There is a letter I began here once, on a garden bench beneath the June sky. I never finished it and never needed to. The garden somehow answered why. I come back to that bench most afternoons, with nothing in my hands but the warm air. The letter does not need to be completed, because the garden already knows what's there. A letter on a garden bench, soft and true, where the unfinished says enough for two. I never knew that silence could be an answer, until this garden bench became my answer. I started something once and let it rest, and the garden kept it safer than a page. A letter on a garden bench in the Tuileries is the closest thing to you that still remains. If letters have a garden where they wait, then let this bench be where the words are kept, unfinished and unsent, and somehow whole. The afternoon when nothing needed to be said. There is a letter I began here once, on a garden bench beneath the June sky. And every June I sit here, it gets answered a little more, without me knowing why. When summer ends, here it goes quietly, the way the roses go along the alley. The carousel still turns for one more season, and the chestnut holds its shade another day. We walked here once in every kind of June, and I have kept walking after you were gone. The garden does not ask me to explain it, it only keeps the bench, the path, the song. The Tuileries keeps the summer in its paths, in every rose and every turn and right. Every June that found us in this garden is a June the gravel paths still hold inside. If you need to find your summer when it's distant, when the years have carried what you can't decide, the Tuileries will keep the roses and the carousel in the place where love has never had to hide. Maybe gardens keep our summers for us, for when we need them in the gray and long, keeping the warmth inside their chestnut shadows, keeping the love inside their oldest song. The Tuileries keeps the summer in its paths, and I am part of everything it knows. Let the carousel keep turning red and golden, let the roses keep their June, and how it goes. Everything this garden keeps for summer is the love that never really had to close.